The topics that we'll be covering today are functions and levels of management. Basically, there are three levels of management. Top level management, then comes middle level management, and the last one is bottom or lower level management. Now from this slide, you can look that top level management includes chairman, directors, president, vice president, CEO, chief executing officer, CFO, chief financial officer, and chief operating officer. Middle level management of any organization may include purchase managers, sales manager, marketing manager, divisional head, and it can be even departmental heads. And in the bottom level or lower level of management, it may include supervisor, superintendent, foreman, clerk, etc. Now this slide will tell you about different functions of top level management. The first function is determining the objectives of an enterprise. The top level manager formulate the main objectives of the organization. Even the objective can be long-term objective or short-term objective. So all these objectives of any particular organization are determined by top level management. Second function is framing of plans and policies. The top level manager also frames the plans and policies to achieve the set objectives. All the objectives that has been determined now are to be planned properly, and how to execute them is determined by top level management. The next objective or next function is organizing activities to be performed by persons working at middle level. It is the top level manager of any organization that assigns jobs to different individuals working at middle level. The next objective or function is assembling all the resources such as finance and fixed assets. The top level management arranges all the finance required to carry on day-to-day activities. They even look after what all fixed assets are to be buy that are required in any organization. The next objective is responsible for welfare and survival of the organization. The top level management is responsible for the survival and the growth of the organization. They make plan to run the organization smoothly and successfully. Top level management basically looks how the organization will grow in near future. The next function is to liaison with outside world, for example, different stakeholders. Now, stakeholders of any particular organization may include government, competitors, consumers, customers, suppliers, etc. So it is the responsibility of top level manager to day-to-day meet with all these outside worlds or stakeholders. The next function is to integrate and coordinate activities of various departments. There are different departments in any organization. It can be finance department, marketing department, sales department. So it is the responsibility of top level management to integrate the activities of all different departments. The last function of top level management is to analyze the business environment and what are its impact on the business. Business environment keeps on changing on day-to-day basis. So it is the responsibility or the function of top level management to analyze those changes. Now this slide will tell you about different functions of middle level management. The first function of middle level management is interpretation of policies framed by top management to lower level. Now it is the middle level management that act as pin between, or it can be said link between, top level and lower level management. They only explain the main plans and policies framed by top level management to lower level management. That is why middle level management is known as link between top level and lower level. Now next function of middle level management is organizing the activities of their departments for executing the plans and policies. Generally, middle level managers are the head of some departments. So they organize all the resources and activities of their respective department. So there are different departments, as I told you in the previous slide also. There are different departments in any organization. Finance department, marketing department, HR department. So the head of each department will organize their particular activities. Next function of middle level management is recruiting, selecting, appointing the required employees. The middle level management selects and appoints employees of their particular department as per the requirement and as per the skills. Next function is motivating the persons to perform to their best ability. It is middle level managers who offer various incentives to employees so that they get motivated and perform to their best of ability. Next function of middle level is cooperating with other departments. It is the responsibility of the middle level management that they should coordinate and cooperate with various other departments of that particular organization. Now let's look at the functions of lower level management. The first function of lower level management is representing the problem of workers. All these problems of workers are represented by lower level management before the middle level management. The lower level managers are directly linked with subordinates, so they are the right person to understand the problem and grievances of subordinate. They pass on these problems to middle level management. Now next function is looking towards the safety of workers. It is lower level managers who provide safe and secure work environment for their workers. Maintaining good working conditions and developing healthy relations between superior and subordinate. It is lower level managers who provide good working conditions and create supportive work environment which improve relations between supervisors and subordinate. Next function of lower level management is to try to maintain precise standard of quality and ensure steady flow of output. The lower level managers make sure that quality standards are maintained by the workers. Lower level managers are also responsible for boosting the morale of the workers and developing the team spirit in them. They motivate the employees and boost their morale. The last function of lower level management is minimizing the wastage of material and also maintaining good and safety standards of working. In this slide, I have given a couple of examples of value-based questions that can be asked in your exams. Look at the first one. At which level of management the managers are responsible for the welfare and survival of the organization? We have already seen this function. This is the basically function of top level management. Now look at the second one. Mohan has retired from the post of a foreman in a factory. At what level of management is he working? Now he is a foreman. All the foremen of any particular organization are working for lower level management. So these are a couple of examples that can be asked in the board exams. Thank you everyone.